Hi everyone, how are you? Welcome back to my channel if you're a returning viewer, and welcome if you are new. I've got a fair few things to show you today, including 4 FFOs. So I've been cross-stitching probably close to 20 years now, and I've never framed a piece, or I can't remember ever framing a piece. So I've never FFO'd anything. And yesterday I went to B&M and I managed to pick up 4, well, I picked up 7 frames, but there was 4 projects I had in mind. So I had the 4 projects with me when I went to B&M. Some of them came in multi-packs, and I just thought, you know what, it's going to get me into a good habit going forward to completely finish these off. So I'm going to just jump straight in and show you what I've got on offer. So the first one is, it's going to be glare on the glass. I'll show you without the glare. So I love this. I love the frame. I love how deep the frame is. And it is my little owl. I actually found this pattern on Pinterest. I will try and link it below if I can find it. Yeah, the fabric was hand dyed by myself. I just used Dylon and then tied it off like tie-dye. I think unless your Ada's like 100% cotton or whatever, it's really hard for the colour to stick. But because I had many pieces, this was probably the least dyed piece, but I quite liked it. I liked how subtle it was. But I just love the colours in this little owl. There is a boy one as well. Actually, I've got my tablet next to me, so if I can really quickly open Pinterest, I can show you the boy one. Right, we're on it. Cross stitch. Happy Father's Day anyway. I hope you're all having a nice day. I'm most looking forward to having a roast dinner, but my dad's probably not going to come round because basically they've shut down the M4, so traffic in Reading is absolutely gridlocked because everyone's going via Reading. And also I live opposite a massive park and there's a massive Eid celebration there today, so traffic's just really bad. So I think my dad said he'll give it a miss and I'll just see him in the week. This is the boy version that I found. Let's see that. So I'll probably do that one too. And then I've also found this one, which seems to be in the same style. Very cute. So I've got 2 more frames, so I'm quite tempted to do these little ones. And yeah, have a set. So next up is my son's Birthsampler. He is now 4 years old, so it's a bit late. Yes, you, Sydney. It's really hard to show you without glare. So with that glare. It was really hard trying to get the mount equal all the way around, so I haven't quite managed it, but it's not too far off. Let's see if I go back. You see without glare. And this was the only frame that I got that doesn't have, no, that does have a mount in it. I love this design, even though Sydney told me he hates dinosaurs and he doesn't want it. Little bugger. And next up is my Margaret Sherry mice, and the only thing about this one is I wonder whether I should have got a smaller frame, but people have told me it looks fine anyway. But that's it without glare. I just feel that there's too much white, so I don't know, I might get a smaller frame to sort of this level. But yeah, absolutely love this one. I got this design out of a magazine, but I believe it's now in the Margaret Sherry book that was in WH Smith's recently. I don't know if it's still on sale. There was a Margaret Sherry collection and it's £10. And this is one of the designs in it. This was actually the only design that I struggled to get all the creases out of the fabric. I don't know if you can actually see. there's one crease here and then a little bit up here as well. I don't think you can actually really see it. You're always much more critical of your own work anyway. But I've got completely white walls with nothing on them, as you can see. So I thought, why not start framing these things? I've got a whole folder full of finished projects and they're just sat there. So I'm not allowed to bang nails into the walls because we live in rented. But you can get the Velcro ones that just stick to the walls, which I've done with a couple of tiny little Rendell canvases I have. Right, and I've saved the best till last. This is absolutely my favourite one. I love the frame. I love the piece. Just, I can't wait for this to go on the wall. And it was my flower hedgehog. It's really... I just think, because it's a brown frame and the hedgehog's brown, it just really pops. I mean, it's hard to not make it pop when all of those flowers are present, but yeah, I absolutely love this one. Hopefully, do you know how YouTube tries to pick up on a thumbnail? I want this to be my thumbnail. Please, YouTube, make it happen. So as for stitching, in my last video I mentioned only working on 3 projects at a time. So I did try to do that, and then I realised with a couple of my projects that like the rendering of the pattern or the final design just wasn't good enough, and I would never be happy with how it looked right at the end. So I will show you first on Pattern Keeper. Oh, I might have to delete it off Pattern Keeper. I think I've deleted it off Pattern Keeper. I'll pop a picture in anyway. So I was doing Bo Peep, which I'll put a picture in here. And it's by Nancy Faulkner on Heaven and Earth Designs. And have I got that out? I have. So I'd only had a really small amount of this done, and I spent hours on it in the last like week or so, and I got it to this point. I think there's something we can use. I got it to this point, and I was thinking, you know, it's coming along, it's good, because it's only tiny. I reckon it would have only come to about here. And anyways, I made the mistake of looking on a finished Heaven and Earth gallery, and it just looked so, not pixelated, but almost blurry, and I was like, I'm never going to be happy with that as a finished piece. So I made the decision to stop. So this is going down as a UFO. I think I had 22 or 23 projects at this point. So I've UFO'd that. And then I thought, well, if I'm going to have a problem with that, what other ones am I going to have a problem with? So I got out... I know I don't have a big picture for this. I'll tell you what, I'll just put it on screen, because I know I've got a picture on my phone. So this is a printed cross stitch. It's on 11 count, and I'll show you. There's no way the details are ever going to show. Like, it's too busy. It's too busy. It's never going to look right. So unfortunately, if I show you from the bottom, ooh, it's huge. It's like a metre tall. I've done quite a lot of it. So these here, you can probably only see from the back. My back's horrific on this. But all of this pinky colour here was supposed to be loads of little children's faces. So I thought, oh, so that's not working out very well. So let me try and find a finer detail in the cross stitch that will tell me whether it's going to come out or not. Anyway, so I picked Gothel's face, which, if you can see here, this yellow is her hair, and the thing in the middle is her face. Purple, fair enough, there might have been some purple shading. Pink, fair enough, skin tone. But I looked at the symbols. There's not a single symbol there that could represent her lips or her eyes. And if you've seen Frozen, you know they've got quite big eyes. So I was like, oh, that's not going to come out either. So I have just given up on this one now. It's not going to happen. There's no point me wasting my time. I'm probably not going to unpick the stitching, so I'm probably just going to bin the canvas. But there are so many threads. I'm going to probably put those on bobbins and try and use them for future projects. I've even got a little scheme there as well. So I ended up messaging the company, which is, I think it was New Craft Day, I think, and said, look, you can't keep selling that. People are not going to be happy with it. And they've taken it down from their website. And they also tried to offer me the choice of 2 cross stitches as a replacement. But unfortunately, they weren't to my taste, so I declined. But as long as they're not, you know, I got this for free as an unboxing video, that's absolutely fine. But as long as they're not selling it to people and people wasting their money on, you know, a product that they don't like, then it's not going to work. So I'm happy they've taken it off their website now anyway. And then, was there another one? I think that might be it. So I've had 4 FFOs, 2 UFOs. I'm down to, I was down to 19 actually. However, I also have a new start. So I was feeling a bit just burnt out with my projects. I didn't want to do any of them. I looked at every single one and I'm like, oh, I just don't fancy that. So me and my mum go through phases where we just keep repeatedly send each other Etsy charts. I'm just on my tablet getting the new one to show you. And I came across this one. It is called Easter Duck. It's gonna... But to be honest, what's so Eastery about it, apart from the fact that it is a duck? I think it's really cute. The picture on Etsy is actually a lot cuter than the picture on the PDF because it's done on black. It just pops a little bit more. Let's see if it says who designed it. So it's Mama Witch Cross Stitch. So it's Mama, M-A-M-A, Witch, X Stitch at Etsy, at blah, 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 at Etsy. And I think this cost me £7.20. So it's not the cheapest chart, but it's a very good, like, good quality chart. It's uploaded onto Pattern Keeper just fine. And I just couldn't wait to get started. And within 2 sit-ins, it's not very big anyway, but within... Sorry. I don't know if you heard that. Sydney's behind me. You put your cross stitch on me. Anyway, 2 sit-ins and I've managed to do the entire border. So sometimes, I know we're very harsh on ourselves and we say no more new starts, must finish what we've started. But sometimes you just need something fresh to excite you again. And I think doing something that was already in my cupboard, you know, I've looked at all my cross stitches a million times. I needed something completely fresh. So I'm really happy with this. Although, I'm wondering, have I made a mistake? Because holding it up there, that's like on a bend. See what I mean? That one looks bent, but that one doesn't. 1, 2, 3, 4. Weird. I might have to check. Like right now. It certainly doesn't look right. But then 1, 2, 3, 4. If this is wrong, it's literally thrown out the whole thing. Look. So if this is wrong and it actually needs to go down 1, it means all of this is out by 1. Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. I've got a feeling I've messed it up. I've definitely messed it up. Oh, no. I did think something looked a bit wonky, but I can't see. If I've gone wrong there, how did it match up when I met the other side? It's got me thinking now. I'm going to have a look. Sorry, bear with. I know this is like the least exciting thing ever. What side is it? So it's the left side. Okay, I'm looking at it upside down. So that makes it the right side. Staggered. 1, 2, 3. One stitch out. I am one stitch out. I'm really annoyed with myself now because I thought I was doing so well. So it's actually that way round. So if that's one stitch out, as in it should just be one down, I wonder at what point can I correct it? Because I've obviously stitched all this without even realising that I've gone wrong. So I do wonder. If you can see anything that's obviously wrong somewhere else, please let me know. Because I'd love to not have to unpick absolutely everything. That's really annoyed me. That's actually really annoyed me. Or have I got... I think I've just done one other full cross stitch there, whereas this should just be a long one. So it might just be that one. I don't know. I'm going to have to sit down and work it out properly. You know when mistakes happen like this, it always ends up taking a back burner then. It's going to be pushed to one side. I'm not even going to want to look at it anymore. What's wrong? What's wrong? He is absolutely obsessed with this tablet at the moment. It's driving me potty. Right. I feel sad now. I'm going to put this away. Never to be looked at again. I'm just wondering if there's anything I can do to just make it work. To make it worse, if I have to unpick everything, I've only got that much of the colour left. So I'm hoping that's not the case. The only other one I've successfully worked on this week has been my owl. What's wrong? Where are you going?
I need a cuddle.
He needs a cuddle. You say hello?
Hello. Police car.
Police car. Right. So the only one I've... Police
car.
Alright. The only other one I've successfully worked on this week has been this one. And I did say I would have a finish for you next time, and that just isn't the case. I've been too busy fannying around, getting rid of UFOs and framing stuff. You might not be able to see how close I am to finishing with this. Get some background. But if I turn it round, you can see. So what I've got left, flip it around again, is... So I've been doing it in colours. So I've just about finished on colour 13, I think it is. So then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more colours left to do. But I think I've done all of the like dashes. So it is literally around the eyes, this mint green colour, this yellow colour and this pink colour. And then on the log you've got these little circle symbols, and then a bit on these wings. and then I'm finished. All the leaves are done. So yeah, I'm going to continue to work on it and hopefully it'll be done in the next week or so. I'm not so sure if I want to carry on with the 3 project thing. I don't want to be all over the place and I want good progress, but yeah, I don't know what I want to do. I'm just going to do whatever the hell I like for a little bit until I feel like I can accept more structure into my life. So that's that. I'm literally sat here worrying about that project now. I can see it's wrong. Just why? It's potentially, if I've gone completely wrong, then I might have to unpick 90% of that loop, 90% of the border. But I'm hoping I've literally gone wrong from like there to there or something, and I have to unpick like an inch. That would be the best case scenario. Obviously, I'll show it off next time. So, stitchy plans for the week is just to actually stitch. That'd be good. I don't really have anything more to add, really. I was just really excited to show off my FFOs. This video has been really disorganised. I'll help you in a minute, okay? So yeah, I hope you have a lovely rest of your afternoon. I'm really sad about going back to work tomorrow, but I just want to stay at home and stitch. And that's me. So I'll catch you next time. Bye.